destroyed, has been altered from its natural state. So basically, I want to take and just show you just a quick couple visuals of a person who I had the opportunity to work with. But he had gangrene on his feet, diabetic, type 2, and he was taking insulin for years, and his feet on the top left was like that. The flesh was literally rotting off his feet. The doctors were about ready to put it back where it was, please. His feet were about ready to be amputated because of his disease. We put him on a program, showed him the things you're going to learn today. 7 days later, 7 days, his feet were cleared up. Gangrene was gone in 7 days. And then next, here's a fellow here, 117 pounds overweight, early 30s. You see him on top left. That black thing on the bottom of his tummy there is a bruise from a steering wheel from an auto accident. He was kind of showing off his bruise, but that's what his body looked like when I first met him. And then a year later, learning these things you're going to learn today, a year later, no sag, no flab, got rid of those 117 pounds. Pretty impressive, don't you think? But here's the stuff that came out of him. These pictures that I show you right now, this is mucoid plaquing that came out of his intestinal tract. Both those guys had stuff like this coming out of their bodies. They call it mucoid plaquing inside the intestinal tract, small and large intestinal tract. We're talking about volumes and volumes of this stuff came out of their bodies. And guess what? That's the kind of stuff that came out. You see the one in the center there? You see how it's real rubbery and black and dark and wicked looking? Let me tell you something. The odor that that stuff produced, if you were in the presence of that stuff that was coming out of their bodies, you would have gagged. You wouldn't have been able to withstand it. I'm telling you. It was like putrid to the max. So I'm just saying that stuff that you're seeing right there is the stuff that came out of my body 42 years ago as well. And when I got all that stuff out of my body, the tumor dissolved, the acne was gone, the asthma, arthritis, and all that was gone. And what I'm saying to you is toxemia. Toxemia, toxic thinking, toxic emotions, and toxic bodies with all these toxic waste of this excess waste, all this undigested proteins, carbs, and fats that putrefy, ferment, and acidify within the body, attracts parasites, virus, bacteria, and yeast. And I will say that again one more time in our talk. But I'm just saying, these little critters live on that stuff. They live on that waste. That's why it's imperative that you guys learn how to master digestion. It's imperative. You master digestion, you digest everything that you eat so you can properly break it down into micronutrients so your body can absorb it, utilize it, metabolize it, convert it into energy. Muscle, hair, skin, bones, make more hormones and enzymes and so on, and eliminate that waste and run clean, run efficient. That's the key to a long quality life. Let's just kind of compound on quality life. Let's just talk about quality living because, you know, we could be gone tomorrow, the next day, whatever. But if you could just have quality while you're here, it's kind of nice. What's that?
This is for your demo.
Oh, you're getting ready.
It's
all right.
Time. Remember the time Nazi guy.
He's a time Nazi. All right. Let's go to the 4 principles. Back up to the last one before this one. All right. Here's the 4 principles that I want to drive home to you today. I'm just going to give you a glimpse, just a glimpse, in case that you guys, if you guys really want to really learn more beyond this little glimpse I'm going to give you in the 4 principles and take it further and go deeper into conversation about it, then we're going to provide, let's see, March, I have to take off to Europe, so when sometime in April, we will put a time aside for a 6-hour workshop on Saturday. I think Angela has it figured out. I believe it's around the 18th, maybe. But so it's going to be 1 to 7, I believe, on the 18th. Is that right? On a Saturday, 1 to 7 on a Saturday.
International advanced or international?
Put it on the mic so they can hear what the heck you're saying.
I tried to put the mic on, but everybody kind of got a little jolt of microphone.
Oh, is that what happened? Oh, because you were close to the.
April 18th from 1 to 7, and then Sunday the 19th will be a food class from 1 to 7, and that will be a time right now. Lou's not going to be able to go into any more detail on these 4 principles. We'll jump into some of the the other slides. We've actually got to wrap it up here.
Oh, hey, bro. They're going to have 5 minutes of the 4 principles. You and I, this is one time, you and I. See, the thing that I have going on over you is...
5 minutes, tell me. Give me 5 minutes.
All right, okay, now you're talking. I can work with that. All right. So the first principle is cellular communication. This is when you go from hating to loving. Because when you operate from loving this life and appreciating this life, respecting, honoring this life, and really owning that, like really owning that, and acknowledging that you, every single one of us on this planet, are not only spiritual beings, but we're electrical magnetic beings. We're brilliant and we're ingenious, and we're special beings. We're a special creation. We're a powerful set of beings on this planet. And I say this, remember that. Acknowledge that and accept that to be the case. Anybody that ever starts thinking that you're not any of that, think twice, because it's not true. If you ever say you're not good enough, or you don't matter, or you'll never measure up to anything, or you're too fat, or too skinny, or too ugly, or not this, or not enough of this or that, and you're coming from Malek mentality, realize all that is false. It's untrue, it's not real. The real truth is you're special, and you're electrical, you're magnetic, you're spiritual, you're wonderful, you're ingenious. You're brilliant and can create possibility after possibility. That's the truth, and that's who you are. That's who we are. Accept? Yep. Thank you. So from this point on, you will be thinking powerfully, positively. You'll be creating possibilities because you can, and you will. You can change and convert, transform your life, and go from and evolve and keep getting better and better and better. So as you evolve and learning to really love and respect and honor and appreciate and be able to engage on the real true nature of who you are, then you start tapping into your potential. I had the privilege, about 18 years ago, this man I met, I thought he was 43 when I met him. Anybody would have thought the same thing, 43, 45. This guy was 75 years of age. He could outrun anybody I know. Definitely anybody in this room, including me. He did some things in front of me that was just off the hook. When somebody can take a pipe and just jump on it and hang like this for an hour, got my attention. The first time I did it 18 years ago, I did it 3 minutes my first time, and I thought it took everything I had to do that. 10 days later, with his training, learning to tap into that potential that I'm talking about that every one of you have, I was up to 10 minutes in 10 days. And I realized something very special. I realized it wasn't that I got physically stronger. I just got more tapped in. You guys have stuff inside of you that can do way more than you think. And then what you've been doing. That's why the workshop could be an advantage to you, because you will be stretched in that day beyond anything you've ever done in your past. You will learn things about you and go beyond anything you've ever done from that point on. Dan just took a 3-day training with myself, and he's been stretched beyond anything he's ever experienced. And he knows a lot, been around a lot, but he got to experience. Ask him during the break or whatever. Here's the thing. If you want to recreate, reinvent, redirect your life, then create a declaration for yourself. So you can begin to start reprogramming, redirecting, redesigning your life. And take it where you really want it to go. Because you can create and reinvent your life. Because it's possible. It's real. If you want to know how to create a declaration, then go to LouCorona.com, go to the first principle, and click on where it says how to create a declaration. Look at some of the examples that people have conquered and manifested their declarations. Write it down, what you want and how you want to live and how you want to be and how you want to do in this life. And read it 3 times a day. You read it 3 times a day, several months later, you'll have it so memorized, so internalized, you will own it. And when you own your declaration, you will become it. You will manifest it into your life. The second principle is about cellular environment. That's about integrating the elements. Embracing the sun every day, at least a half an hour. Breathe slow and deep. Become present to your breath. Tune in. You guys, I can tell, because I can read you. So a lot of you are doing what they call shallow breathing, getting shallow results. So I'm going to invite you to the idea that from the rest of the talk, that you start paying attention to your body breathing. Just pay attention to it. While you're listening to what I'm saying, pay attention to your breath. Just pay attention to it. That's all I ask you to do, so you can get more connected and develop that relationship with your body. Another thing is getting grounded. We're not getting properly grounded. The other thing is cellular exercise. This is where you stimulate the lymphatic system. There's different ways and things you can do to do cellular exercising, so you can stimulate the lymphatic system, which is part of your immune system, and also oscillate your cells in your body. That's why learning to do breath work, rebounding, hot cold applications, body work. There's all kinds of different things that you can actually stimulate the lymphatic system, and it's imperative. Everybody that suffers has got that lacking. So there's ways and there's things we teach at the workshop how to do all these things and really expound on that. Another thing with cellular nutrition is, on the fourth principle, is how to feed the body from a cellular perspective. And that's why we switched over to raw living cultured foods, plant-based, organic, fresh fruits and vegetables, fresh herbs, nuts and seeds that are soaked, germinated, culturized, so that when we culturize them, which we will show you here shortly here in a few minutes when we get done in our talk here, but we will show you how to make almond coconut yogurt as an example. And another thing, as we show you these things and we learn how to implement these four principles that I'm talking about, like we take people and we call it live blood analysis. Live blood analysis. We just take a drop of blood from your finger, put it under a slide, under the microscope, and it shows up on a screen. And you can see your blood. You can see your red blood cells. They're either healthy and strong and that kind of thing, but people who have unbalanced, chemically unbalanced, or any toxins or undigested proteins, carbs, and fats, their blood looks like that. All this yeast in the blood, the red blood cells are sticking and clumping, all this target cells and symplasm, which is basically an accumulation of toxins coagulated in the plasma. So what we do is we look at the blood, we just read it, we see where you're at, and then we know what we need to do to help and assist you to cleanse, heal, and regenerate yourself and turn your blood into this. Because you want your blood to be, you want your red blood cells to be round, separate, consistent, the plasma to be clean like that. So when we show people what to do and how to do it and how to take care of the deficiencies that they have, the blood goes from that to cross over to this. And when your blood's clean and healthy like that, that's when you feel amazing and you never get sick. That's the thing. Even if you're exposed to infections or diseases or, people that have colds and flus and all that, you don't pick it up and you don't get sick. Another thing, probiotics. Probiotics is one of those kind of things that you need to reestablish inside your intestinal tract. You want a healthy intestinal flora, which is an army of friendly bacteria within your system. So we have a very powerful probiotic back there. It's called Life Biotic, and the therapeutic one is called Pure Life. But what I'm saying to you is that it's imperative that you have good, healthy intestinal flora. Remember, that means a good army of friendly bacteria in your tract running through your system. Now I want to cover a little bit about enzymes, just a glimpse of that, because it has a lot of power in that. That's why we switched over to raw living foods, because the longest living people in the world with the most quality life, they live on raw living, plant-based, organic, enzyme-rich foods. Like I said before, fresh juices, fresh live food, fruits, vegetables, herbs, the seeds, nuts, a variety of them. They're soaked, they're germinated, and most of the time they're cultured. We actually turn it into yogurt. We make macadamia yogurt, Brazil nut yogurt, almond coconut yogurt, pine nut yogurt, walnut yogurt, pecan yogurt. All kinds of different yogurts out of different seeds and nuts. With them, though, you can make these smoking, amazing, smoothies, dressings, soups, dips, ice cream, sauces, all kinds of different things. Now, what is an enzyme? An enzyme basically is a protein molecule with electricity running through them. Okay? So knowing that, see, enzymes is energy. So remember, they're protein molecules with electricity running through them. They're in your foods, and your body is dependent on them. Just like vitamins and minerals, just like proteins, carbs, and fats, your body is dependent on that. Just like you're dependent on sun, air, water, and that kind of thing, okay? But enzymes play a very important part to us, and most of us don't know about that. We've been so busy for so many years destroying the life force within our food, enzyme activity, and eating it. But what we didn't know is that every time you eat cooked food or enzyme deficient food and you put it into your body has to use more of its own enzymes to digest that food more than you remanufacture within the body. Now get that. I need the oatmeal, by the way. Is it back there? Oh, here it is. Got it. Thank you, sweetie. Appreciate it. I'm going to repeat that one more time because I want to make sure you get this one. Every time you eat cooked food or enzyme deficient food that comes from enzyme deficient soil, hold on. Don't go ahead of me, bro, because it's not going to work.
Oh, I know. Hey, you made me promise you something, and I promised the people of this building something, and I don't want you to really make me look like a Nazi in here and make me look like a jerk in front of everybody.
Hey.
We got to do the juicer demonstration, and so maybe you can talk a little bit about what you're talking about here while we're doing the
I'm just finishing up. I really am, honestly.
I understand, but our time is
What time is it?
Before you.
What time is it now?
So it is 4:15 right now.
Oh, we're doing fantastic. We are literally doing fantastic.
This is called a cellular communicative argument. Okay? We've got 15 minutes supposed to have been being done using and talking about.
I promised them I'd have it all done by 5 o'clock, and we will. Promise you. So I'm wrapping it up right now. Just be with me on this one. Really. All right. So, can you see right now what's going on here? See, I want this for you more than I want it for myself. If I got that going on, if I want something that's so valuable and so important that I know that if you get what I'm about to say, it can change your life for the better. The thing what I need to know now to help me get through this is that, do you want it more than I want it for you? That supersedes time and everything else. That's more important to me than anything else. That is what I'm talking about.
So you have to want it bad enough to be able to hang around outside the facility to finish it up. Okay?
And you know what? If that happens,
we only have a certain amount of time, guys. And we have to honor our friends and family that have hosted this place and the TribeWest company. And we have to do all the things that we've promised and we've committed to. And so we love you guys very much, but there still are promises and commitments. And this was your warning from the beginning when I first started talking. We only have so much time. We can't hang out. We all hang out with you until
Hey, I would have been finished already, dude.
afterwards.
I would have been finished already, man. So let's get with it. You ready? Yes. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up. So basically, I want to go back to that slide where I was at before. Who's controlling this thing?
The one and only.
Funny. All right, take me back a couple of them. Not that one.
I don't know why it went back to that one.
Great. The one that said enzyme deficiencies. You figured it out. Well, I go ahead and keep on going. So when enzyme deficiencies right there. So when you eat food that I was talking about and you're using more of your enzyme potential within your body more than you're remanufacturing within your body when you eat cooked food, that speaker goes in and out, in and out. It's a good thing that I can raise my voice when I need to. I am so thankful for that. So, if you're using more than you're making, as your body becomes enzyme deficient due to eating enzyme deficient food, whether it's cooked or coming from deficient soil, here's basically what happens. The quicker you use up your enzyme potential, your life force dropping, right? Then is when you develop what they call partial digestion. So, That means you're not digesting all your proteins, carbs, and fats into amino acids, glucose, and fatty acids. So you start accumulating what they call undigested proteins, carbs, and fats. So when you have that going on, the undigested proteins putrefy in the system. Undigested carbohydrates ferment. Undigested fats turn rancid. And when that happens, it attracts parasites, viruses, bacteria, and yeast. And when that happens, those little critters that I'm talking about, they live on that waste. And when they live on that waste, these little critters that I'm talking about, they proliferate, multiply within your body. And when they do that, guess what? These little critters that I'm talking about, they also go to the bathroom. They have their own waste excretions that come out of their little bodies into your body. And those excretions I'm talking about are very acidic, very poisonous, and very smelly, so toxic it leads people to cancer, diabetes, arthritis, infections, obesity, and every disease you can think of. Does that make sense? Yep. That's what's going on. That's the truth. And that's something we want to show you how to resolve that situation from happening. Are you good with that? Yes. Okay. Next. So, if you have eating cooked proteins, your body becomes protease enzyme deficient, and when you cannot break down proteins to amino acids, they putrefy. These are the conditions that show up. All kinds of bacterial, viral, yeast, fungal infections, tumors, cancer, fibromyalgia, endometriosis, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and loss of muscle tone, depression, anxiety attacks, insomnia, blah, blah, blah. That's what's going on. Okay, next. If you eat cooked carbohydrates, your body will use an enzyme in your body called amylase. More than you make, you will become amylase enzyme deficient. And if that's happening, and you cannot no longer break down carbohydrates to glucose like you're supposed to, convert it into energy, then it ferments. And when it ferments, it creates those conditions from allergies, respiratory disorders, inflammation of the joints called arthritis, gas, bloating, weight gain, blah, blah, blah. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Okay, next, because this is the truth and this is what's really going on. It's already been scientifically proven over and over, year after year. There's hundreds of books on enzymes and enzyme therapy, so I've learned it quite well. Now, if you eat heated oils, heated fats, whether it's vegetarian, non-vegetarian, it goes in your body will use an enzyme called lipase. It's an enzyme that breaks down fats into fatty acids. But if you become deficient in lipase and can no longer break down fats into fatty acids, it turns rancid. And when it turns rancid, it turns into chronic inflammatory conditions, psoriasis, cardiovascular conditions, plaque in the arteries, which leads to heart attacks after heart attacks, cellulite, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, high triglycerides, fatty tumors. That's what's going on. You see? Is this all making sense? Yes. This is powerful. You know why this is powerful? Because most people don't know what I just said. Now watch this. Next. Okay, I want to show you a couple demonstrations. One, I could stand for a volunteer. Okay.
Hi Lou, I'm a big fan. Life Regenerated too.
All right, what's your first name?
Liza.
Liza, stand right there.
Okay.
Okay, this is cooked oatmeal cereal. It's real sticky, really gooey, and as you can see, I turn it upside down, it's pretty sticky, right? But the bottom line is it's cooked. There's no enzyme activity in oatmeal cereal, as you know, and there's no life force in this oatmeal cereal because it's been cooked. The enzymes have been destroyed during the cooking process, as you know, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to resurrect it, turn it back to life, right? We're going to show you the importance of enzymes. Because with enzymes, you can pre-digest your food so you can actually assimilate, metabolize it, eliminate it, and run efficient. And build a good muscle, hair, skin, and bones, and everything else. So here's the thing. We're going to put life back into this food, okay? So she's going to hold it for me. I'm going to put these plant-based, full-spectrum, highly active enzymes inside the oatmeal to put the life back into the food. They call them Livezyme. And life is spelled different, L-I-Y-F. It means life in your food. So Livezyme, go ahead, mix.
Stir it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So while she's mixing the oatmeal and the enzymes together, I'm already considering to give you another one just for the sake of time.
Yeah.
Because we have a time Nazi over there watching over us.
Time Nazi.
Yeah. You know, we actually need somebody like my nephew Dave.
It
A
is
time
like-
Nazi. You know why we need him? Because without him, we would be here all night long. Because I could just go on for hours, days, weeks, months talking about these things.
That's great. Look at that.
Okay, so you see what's happening?
Yes, breaking
What's
down.
happening? It's breaking down,
Turning
right?
into liquid.
Turning into liquid.
More liquidy.
So basically what's happening is this oatmeal right now, the enzymes have been activated and they're breaking down the proteins, carbs, and fats into micronutrients, right? So that's what you want your food to do inside your body, is when you eat food, you take a few of these enzymes right before you eat, it mixes with the food, puts the life back into the food, so that way you can do what? Pre-digest your food in your stomach before it goes in the intestinal tract. So you can do what? Absorb it, utilize it, metabolize it, convert it into energy. And then when you go to eliminate, you run cleaner and more efficient. So when you have an urge to go to the bathroom, it's a natural urge. You go to the bathroom and you eliminate, and you eat 2 or 3 meals a day, you're going 2 or 3 times a day. But whatever goes in one day gets processed, metabolized, burned, utilized, converted, and eliminated and run efficient. That's what we're talking about. And if you can do that successfully on a daily basis, you're going to just rip through life, never get sick, feel great. That's one of the keys to quality living. Okay, go ahead, pour it.
There you go.
That's pre-digestion.
Yeah, that's great.
Say it again. Say your name again.
Liza.
Liza.
Liza Cortez, yeah. Thank you.
You did a great job. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Now look, we have a small intestinal tract inside of us. It's about 20 feet long. Inside that small intestinal tract, it has little things called villi inside the small intestinal tract. Those little villi, these little finger-like things inside the inner wall of the intestinal tract, is what picks up and absorbs these micronutrients. So if your food is properly pre-digested, right, like I've just showed you in your stomach, before it goes into the small intestinal tract, now every section of that tube inside you is going to absorb these micronutrients. So that by the time it gets into the colon, the large intestinal tract is just a few feet. This is where the waste comes out of the body. By the time it goes to eliminate out of the body, you end up with a soft, easy, formed elimination. That's the thing. So if you have that going on, then you run efficient. You're not like hoping, praying, wondering if it's going to happen or not happen. You're not grunting or straining or squinting, trying to get it to release from your body anymore. All that's done. No more TVs and radios and stereos and books and magazines in your bathroom anymore. You don't need all that. You don't just sit on the throne and pray about it, wonder about it, think about it. It's just easy. Everything's easy. You just go to the bathroom, you're done, and out of there, you know? And also, too, you never have to worry about when people go to, like if somebody goes to the bathroom and they have to wait there for a while, and then when they finally eliminate, and then when they leave, they hope nobody goes in that bathroom after they just left, because they know it's going to be a very dangerous experience for them. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever gone to the bathroom after somebody just left and go, oh my goodness, whoa! You know what I'm saying? Anyhow, Dave, are you ready to come up here? Because there's another demonstration. I don't know if I should do it or not do it, or what do you think? What do you feel? I don't know. What do you want to do?
I definitely want to see you make the juice and follow it up with the energy that it gives you to do your thing, man.
Okay. You want to do that?
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Okay. Let's put that first before the other.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Okay. So we're going to do the lemon ginger blast. Show you a quick little demonstration on that. So let's do that.
You see that pole right there? The antenna is back on the S, and when you line up with that pole, that pole is blocked.
Oh, gotcha.
That's what's coming in and out.
Oh.
So now that you're over here, that's good.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't know that before.
Hey Lou, you need some help?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Cool, yeah, just, you can teach, I can teach.
Oh, hey, by the way,
I can't get over there, huh?
yeah. I just want to show them one thing real quick. Before Dan runs the ingredients through the lemon ginger blast, I want to show you the Green Star Elite juicer, because this is kind of one of those juicers that there's juicers and there's juicers, you know. I mean, I have worked with all of them. I've tried every one of them. I've bought them, sold them, give them away and all that. But here's the thing. If you're going to get a juicer to extract the essence from plants, then you want to get one that's going to do the job and get the job done and do it correctly. So I just want to give you a glimpse, just a powerful glimpse of why I use this juicer and why I continue using it. And unless it makes something better than this, then so be it. I'll tell you about it. But here's the thing. This juicer is a twin gear type juicer. And so I'm going to tear it apart real quick so you can see it. These are the twin gears right here, all right? So basically they spin inside like this, right? So the plants are pressed. And there's a little cushion right here that separates the gears so that it doesn't go metal to metal. They're the only guys that have that going on. That is powerful. All the other twin gear juicers, they don't have that going on. So they go metal to metal. If you want metal in your juice, then use the other ones. But if you don't want metal in your juice, use this one. That's one thing. It's also got the special teeth here that actually breaks up all the fiber and all that, so it doesn't get stuck and backed up inside your juicer. So it's a really great system. Also, it's magnetic. These are magnetic. This is a surgical grade stainless steel, but magnetized. So that way, when you press something, it distorts the energy from the juice you put in here from the essence. When it comes at the other end, guess what? It's been realigned. The energy has been realigned. So when I say it's magnetic, watch. You see how they're magnetized? That magnetic energy that I'm talking about helps to realign the energy. So when you just distort the energy as it's passing through, it realigns the energy. So not only it tastes better, but it lasts longer on the shelf or in the refrigerator or whatever, so it has a longer lasting capacity. And plus it presses and extracts really, really well. It leaves the pulp comes out really dry. Just like if you do a hydraulic press type system. So it's easier, it's quicker, it's more efficient, and it's easier to clean it, and you never have any explosive things going on. I have a friend of mine that he bought a juicer. I'm not going to tell you the name of it, but I will tell you this: it presses the juice like that with a hydraulic press, and you put it you crush everything up, put it in a bag, you put it inside this thing, you push a button, it presses the juice out. Anyway, him and I were doing the same amount of stuff through the juicers. I ran with this one, he ran with his, and he put his bag in there and pushed a button so it's pressing the juice like that and exploded in the air. It went everywhere. And so I'm telling you, ever since he saw that and how easy and fast and quick it was for me to use this one, he's let that one sit on the shelf. He paid $2,800 for that juicer. He's been trying to sell it for $1,800 for the last 7 years and it's still sitting there, you know? And he's been using this one. The Green Star Elite juicer is a superior juicer. I've been using it for years and years and years and years. It will serve you well if you get one. So that's one of the tools you want to get in your home, in my humble opinion. So anyway, one thing you need to remember is that you put the one point in the center of the two to line up the gears. That's one thing you need to learn to do. And then after that, you can just put it together like this. Here's a screen. Oh, by the way, you can also make sprouted nut butters. You can also make seed pâtés. You can make raw gourmet ice cream, as well as wheatgrass juice and any other juice you want to make. So that's why it's so versatile, but so effective. And I like the way it just snaps together, like that, like that. So he's going to put, remember that drink you guys had earlier? Well, he's going to run the lemon, apple, ginger, habanero, cucumber, celery, parsley, cilantro, and mint through this, right, on the spot, and you're going to see it in action. Oh, it's not working. How come it is not working? There's no power?
Let's see, maybe this, let's see how that goes.
Oh.
No? Everything's good, man. Maybe let's try this.
Try that one. I switched it up here.
That one?
I plugged it into the other receptacle. One more time. Try it again.
Okay, well, that's off. Maybe let's try,
Oh, make sure it's plugged in the back there. Make sure it's really, really
Yeah.
plugged in well.
should be, maybe just try going straight with the juicer, straight into the white one.
Okay.
Maybe the,
Bypass it.
yeah.
If it doesn't do that, it's the outlet.
Oh, okay.
Move the juicer just my way a little bit. Okay. Now try it.
Nada.
No?
It's the outlet.
Okay, let's, here. Yeah. There we go. Yep. Okay. So,
I see next time we need to test the receptacles, make sure they're working.
cilantro.
So as he's running the greens through, you notice how he's using the wooden rod plunger? That's how I do it too, with the wooden rod. And you can, even if it hits the gears, it doesn't hurt a thing. Works really, really well.
And parsley.
Parsley is a blood purifier. Cilantro is really great for getting rid of heavy metals that we're constantly being exposed to all the time in the city. And plus he's got the celery and the cucumber there that's super alkalinizing. And he's got the lemons in there, which is a good alkalinizer, but also good for the liver. It's like a natural solvent. And the habanero. You know what habanero is, right? It's a hot pepper. You want something that's going to enhance your circulation, wipe out inflammation, and also get rid of the parasites, bacteria, and all that. Get rid of those little critters. Habaneros, they cannot survive with habaneros. It's like cayenne pepper, right?
Find out back there on the regular pusher.
And when I first started, I didn't even use apple. Apple softens the cushion. It kind of cushions it a little bit. Makes it a little softer, a little easier for you to drink it, right?
Cucumbers.
Cucumber is one of the most alkalinizing forming foods in the world. So cucumbers are really quite excellent to apply. You hear about people, women taking cucumber slices and they put all over their face, right? Right? Cucumbers, powerful. It's a youth food. But you know what? Somebody told me about, this lady came up to me and says, Lou, I've been living on raw foods for 30 years and, you know, I just don't understand. But it really upsets me because I've been living vegetarian, vegan, raw. I do yoga and I do this and I do that. And you know, the thing is, you and I are the same age, Lou, and it bothers me that you look 10 years younger than I do. And I just wonder what's the difference between us? What are you doing different than I'm doing? Because I take enzymes, I take probiotics, I do all that. And then I said, well, the only thing that's different than you and I is that I put habaneros with my lemon ginger blast. I put habaneros in my smoothies, I put habaneros in my dressing, I have 3 of them a day. So she looked up hot peppers on the computer and did a search. And she said, hot peppers are super duper high antioxidant foods that neutralize free radicals from damaging cells. It wipes out bacteria, parasites, you know, and it neutralizes free radicals from damaging your cells. It also enhances circulation, wipes out inflammation. So when you got something that can wipe out inflammation, enhance circulation, and help deliver nutrients to the cells and neutralize free radicals from damaging your cells at the same time, you've got a youth food. That's another youth food that I like to call it. So I've been putting habaneros in my lemon ginger blast for many, many years. It's overflowing. Oh, it's about to.
Not quite.
Oh, I think you might make it. You just might make it.
I'm gonna make it.
Maybe. We shall see.
You got habanero and a half.
No, I just put 1.
Stay over there. It works better on the mic.
Oh.
Because when you get back behind
I just put them both in. I'll drink it. Oh. Gotta be edutainment, right?
The end is so hot.
Now,
Habanero hot.
we just made it right to the top.
Just made it.
There
Nice.
was a lemon ginger blast.
Look at that. Wow. Hey, I could stand for a little glass
Me
of that or
too.
something. Hey, can
Just drink it out of the jar.
all right, I tell you what, I'll take my first swig then. All right. Wow.
Got a
man.
habanero and a half in it. It's truly nectar. Really does bring the medicinal to the body. This one here. Now we're awake. He does that. He did that to me the first time. I had the same kind of reaction. Okay, dude. Wow. Now I'm always ready for it whenever it's blast time, you know? So I will drink to all of you. To remember to pray over your blast and your juices and create an intention within the juice and structure the water with your thoughts and your heart. This one here is to really cleanse and purify my heart so that I just live a life of divine love for all. So thank you.
Yes, sir. Get into that.
So, what we want to do real quick is I want to raffle off. Who would like a free Green Star juicer? We're gonna put the names in here. Did everybody put their name in this jar? Hopefully.
No, I didn't.
Okay. So
Hey, don't I get a shot at
We're
this?
gonna draw a name and give away a free Green Star juicer. I'm gonna see if
Thanks,
I
bro.
can get Isabella to come up and draw a name. Isabella, can you come pick a name for everybody here?
I got a lot of plans.
It's gonna keep getting
All
better.
right, thank you.
Yeah.
Go ahead and reach in there.
Isabella.
Okay. Jesus Lopez. Oh yeah.
Jesus Lopez.
Okay. We've got the Green Star back at the back there. Katie, wave your hand. Yeah. Okay. And that's the raffle giveaway. But guys, I want to do something just on behalf of Walking Raw and just myself for you guys. And so I'm going to draw a couple more names out here. You will have to call into Lou's Company Paradigm to get your free gift, but that's going to be just from me to you guys. And so I'm going to raffle off a couple names for a couple 1,000 count enzymes. Okay. So is anybody down for a free 1,000 count of enzymes? Okay. Okay, so let's dig down deep, Isabella. Get in there, girl. Okay, let's see here. Karina? Karina, all right. So what I'll need from you is if you put your information on the back of this, okay? And then I'll give that information to them so that they know. Oh, it's Karina. That's you, right? Yeah, she knew it was her. She felt. Right here. Yep, that's what's up. So we'll get your information, and I'll make sure that when I leave here, I call back to home base and let them know to ship you a bag of 1,000 count on my account. Okay? So we're gonna do another 1,000 count. Does that sound good? Okay. All right. One more. Let's reach down in here. I like this name. This is a good name. David Bergian. Is that how you say it? Is he here?
Is he here?
You gotta be here. You had to hang. You had to hang with us to collect your prize. Is he here? Next. No, next. All right. Okay. Did you guys enjoy today? Did you guys enjoy your time? Brianna Ogura.
Oh,
So that was a 1,000 count for you too. So both of you guys will just take this and you can call into the company and just blame that Dave guy. Just be like, give me my enzymes. Give them to me. Okay? And
How about
oh, by the way,
I was going to say, why don't I give away a 1-hour phone consult?
very well. Okay. Anybody want to phone consult with him? All right.
Somebody,
do that.
somebody easy.
Isabella, can you grab another name?
Some of them are harder than others. Like, oh no, I don't know how I can help you.
After he talks to you, he needs help. Just teasing.
Thank you.
Noel Guerrero.
Nice.
So 1 hour phone consult. And then I want to do two of the probiotics. Is anybody down for some free probiotics?
By the way, just so you know, they stretched it to do 2,000 cap bags of Lysozyme, the one I did the oatmeal demonstration with. And so I'm going to cover the 2 Life Biotics because the Life Biotics is one of my favorite ones because, I mean, I do Lysozyme with my meals and things like that, but the Life Biotic is one of my next favorite ones is because I make yogurt with it. I make all kinds of different yogurts that I was telling you about with Life Biotic. It's a very powerful probiotic. So we're going to get a couple of them out there.
Some of that, Life Biotic? Yeah, okay.
Isabella, we need another one.
Liza Cortez. Liza. Hey, Liza. Liza. Okay. All right, another one.
Wait a minute, she got 2.
We better give something to this person too then. That's meant to be. Okay, so for the other Life Biotic, it's going to be Elizabeth Keeley. Kylie? She here? Anywhere?
Uh-oh.
Maybe that's why this other one came out then. Glad we didn't put it back, right? That would be for this person here then. Who was supposed to get it? These are what I like to consider divine appointments. You know what I'm saying? So this would be, okay, Rory Moss, or Jory? Marjorie? Oh, Marjorie. Divine appointment. Family pronunciation.
Cool.
No matter what, guys, here's the reality of the situation here is first of all, the most, in my opinion, I love the enzymes, I love the probiotics, I love the cultured food, but the number one thing that you can do for yourselves is pick up a juicer, because that's the beginning of everything. If you're not putting the raw living juices into your body, you're going to be in this constant battle, in this constant conflict of interest. First and foremost, above everything, and even if it takes you time, do everything that you can to bring one of these into the home. If you have children, get them. We're working with our kids. Do they rebel against us? Yeah. But the one benefit that I found from my family, just keeping that lifestyle at the house, was that even though I rebelled, my immune system was that many years ahead of everybody else's. And we can see it in society out there today. Younger and younger and younger, and they're getting sicker and sicker and sicker. So you don't sit there and feel bad about yourself. Oh, I feel bad, I'm taking away life from my kid. No, you're giving your kid life by doing that. And you're keeping them that much further ahead of the game than all the other kids that are out there. And they're going to be able to pay it forward one day, because they will come back to it. So get that reality instilled into them at a young age. You got a question? The dehydrator.
How long before they dehydrated?
The dehydrated apple, I'm not sure about how long the apples took. We are going to break apart, guys, and Dan's going to hang out, Lou's we're all going to hang out, have a good time. We'll talk more on.
Hey, do we have 5 minutes to make the yogurt for them?
We're not going to be able to make the yogurt today, unfortunately. What's that? Oh yeah, and another reminder, I reminded you guys earlier, they are honoring 10% off for whoever's here purchasing anything today. So the reality is if you're not 100% raw, and if you weren't born into this world 100% raw, you're enzyme deficient, plain and simple. It's not the food that's in your life, it's the life that's in your food. So if you're consuming something that's cooked, if you're consuming something that you've cooked the enzyme value out, put the life back into your food.
And by the way,
first and foremost.
By the way, I just realized that I mentioned that I'm going to be done by 5 o'clock, and it's 4:47, and it's not 5 o'clock yet, and that means I have at least 10 more minutes to finish up, because I wanted to go over these particular products that we created so you can accelerate the cleansing healing process. So It might take about 7 minutes to do it. And also, if you have 3 minutes worth of questions or something like that, I can do that. But I'll be done by 5 o'clock. So,
I like that.
being that the case.
One
Go
more
ahead.
thing that I wanted to do, it was a last minute thing here, just inspired on my heart, because I do believe so much in this, that it's so much the most important thing that you can have in your home. And honestly, every single person out there on this planet needs one in their home. I'm going to purchase a Green Star juicer today from them and give it away right now. So we're going to do a drawing for that. So there's one more of you guys.
Wow.
The opportunity
Nice.
to do that, okay? And I'm just going to draw the name here, and I'll say a little prayer. Lord, we just thank you for each heart and each individual that's here today, Lord, and I just ask that you bless whoever it is that you already know is going to receive just this gift, Father, that it would change their lives, Lord, and that we can just leave here today with information that would begin to change our lives, and that we'd be able to pay that forward, Lord. We just thank you and ask this in Jesus' name. All right. So this is going to be Francisco Gonzalez.
Is it here? Is it here?
Is he here? Well, Lord knows he needed it. Right? I believe that with all my heart. Let's do another one.
Isabella's here.
Oh yeah, let's let her take it. Dig around there.
Dig
Mess
deep.
it all up. Okay, let's see. Evan? Yvonne? All right.
Nice.
Well, the last name starts with a D. Duan. Evan?
Oh, nice.
Yvonne? Duan. Green Star juicer for you.
Ooh, nice.
So you, whatever, if you're gonna go over some stuff, you have that thing on, right? So we're,
Well, hey, I might as well give something away too. I'll give a blender away.
okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's give a blender away. Can we, Isabella? They want you to dig deep.
Deep, all the way to the bottom. What about the dehydrated?
This is going to go to, is it Margot Dahl? All right, Margot Dahl. It's the blender again.
Awesome. Okay, let's do this.
Okay.
Let's wrap
Where
this
you
up.
at, man?
Oh, did you want to do the?
I left the clicker over there.
Shall I do the?
I'm
Shall I
hoping
do
to get
the?
some hang time with you guys. We're
Should I
gonna
do the
some
plank?
questions.
Should I do the plank first?
Yeah, I think we need to see Luke do his plank, make sure he can still do it. And it's not just Photoshop. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So-
Let's just take all these winners, so you can make sure to take care of all. Okay.
If I got the ability, I'd give every single one of you guys one of these green stars when you're out there.
Do you want your mat?
Yeah.
And I'll take this 64 any day. You know what I mean? Who learned something new today? Somebody didn't know before. Who was reinvigorated to just kind of get back on it and keep on plugging away, right? That's something that's important when we start eating raw living foods and we start taking on that 100%, we start taking on those challenges. I think it's really important to understand not to be hard on yourself when you
Yeah,
slip or you
grab
make a
one.
mistake, because that's part of your journey. So it's not,
Get a
oh, I was
paper towel.
33 days
Paper
raw
towel.
and now I'm back and I gotta start my count over. No, you're 33 days raw and you slipped and fell, pick yourself back up and go on to day 34. You know what I'm saying?
I
We
need.
slip and we
I need a
fall.
paper towel or something.
Don't psych yourself out on it, just continue your journey, continue walking.
Can you get a paper
in that
towel?
walk. No planks on that table. We would need this on the iPhone, that would go
Lift the
viral.
table off.
We're throwing his plank on the table.
It's strong.
Here lies Lou Corona. Raw living foods are good, but when you take a fall and break your neck, they're not
Take
gonna
it
do
that
anything
way.
for that, you know what I mean? So if you won something, can you come up here real quick while he's getting ready to do this? And grab your name for me, and then put down on the back what it was that you won today. And Yvonne, that should be a pretty easy one for you for the Green Star, and I'll work that out our best. Okay, TriBest is going to bring out some cultured yogurt for you guys to try. You guys want to try some of the cultured yogurt?
I did earlier, but I don't anymore. Thank you, though.
You want this spread out?
Nope,
How many
just
of
like
you
that.
guys are
Nope.
going to hang
Just
out a
leave it
little
like
bit
that.
afterwards and chill and fellowship a little bit and communicate and talk to these guys and pick them for as much wealth as you can, right? Much of that wisdom they have locked up in there.
Yeah,
Some things don't change.
exactly. I got hooked. Okay, well, here's the plank. I'll do the plank first.
Yeah.
And I think really still to this day, and I really, when I say this, I really mean it. Since 1970, since I got out of high school, I haven't worked out other than doing 20 minutes of cellular type exercise a day. So not going to a gym or doing calisthenics, running, working out and all that like I used to. I haven't done that for 44 years, since high school. So what I'm about to do, I'm going to do a couple demonstrations, but when you see it, go home tonight and try it and see what happens. My first one is called the plank. My record's 7 minutes.
Does anybody want that at 64? I want it right now. A lot of core.
Any volunteers? Oh, you're going to do it? Okay.
Even though I gotta pee. But I knew if I missed my chance.
Okay, all right. Let me get some of that. Let me get some of that. 50.
Dave, I think you could do it. I think you could try it. Just give
No.
us 5 seconds. 5 seconds.
I wanted to do something funny, man.
All right. This one here's the pike. The pike is my record's 3 minutes. I'll just give you a little quick glimpse.
Nice.
Any volunteers?
If there's something you want to do, you just keep doing it until you get it. Even in front of all the people, you know what I mean? You just do it.
Hey, wait a minute.
Just do it.